Hey Tipu, welcome and thank you for doing this interview. So just before we started, I wanted to give a little bit of a brief description as to what this project is about. The project is about bringing awareness of what career-ready skills are and how students like yourself at McMaster are developing these career-ready skills. So again, I just want to welcome you and thank you for doing this interview.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So, what is one of the career ready skills employers are looking for is professionalism. Can you share with me ways you might have shown professionalism in your academic and in your academic work, whether it was paid or unpaid?
Yeah, so there are many ways of showing professionalism. The three categories you mentioned, so academic, paid, and volunteer work. The professionalism for me would reflect in two categories. So it would be in the conduct and in the interaction. So for the academics, the conduct would be, say, I'm working on a lab report and I come across an article that has something that I'd like to mention in my lab report. So the professionalism would be me properly citing that article and giving it credit and upholding academic integrity. The interaction in academics would come from the tone and the respectful approach that I use to talk to my instructors, to my colleagues. And the same sort of applies in paid and volunteer work, but instead of professors, you have supervisors and bosses. And it's important that that I conduct myself in a way that is respectful, that upholds integrity, and that reflects sort of the values that I've learned at McMaster. And in the interaction, it's about building a positive environment with my colleagues in volunteer and in paid work.
Yeah, definitely. I see how professionalism is used in school, and just even with the example of citing your work, how it can easily translate over to the workplace. So the second question I have for you today is about cultural fluency, which has to do with demonstrating openness, inclusiveness, showing sensitivity. So can you share how you have developed this career-ready skill at Mac?
Yeah, so at my time here at McMaster, I've had the opportunity to interact and collaborate with colleagues who come from different backgrounds and have different skill sets. And I think in every group interaction that I've had here at McMaster, I've learned about how putting together different views, and our program Life Sciences is an interdisciplinary program, interdisciplinary science. So putting together different viewpoints enriched my experience here, has enriched my learning, and I hope to use the collaborative skills I've used here to collaborate with colleagues in the workplace.
Yeah, definitely. I really liked how you used an indirect approach and you related it back to sort of your field, how even working in an interdisciplinary field, you're working with different mindsets, different point of views, different people from different backgrounds, and how that's going to help you pass the university level. Looking at the list of career ready skills that I forwarded to you, how would you tell students or what advice do you have for students to develop these skills?
That's a great question. I think there are many steps that a student needs to take in order to sort of gain a mastery of all of these skills. But I think mainly if you perfect two principles, these skills should come in your path. And those two are work ethic, being diligent with your work, following schedules, and having respectful interactions with your superiors, professors, and colleagues. And I think you'll find these skills along your path if you try to develop these two.
Yeah, that answer, especially like when you're applying these in your daily experiences, you definitely develop them. And just networking at McMaster in general can bring about opportunities where you could kind of take it outside the academic environment and apply it in different ways.
Yeah.
So just to wrap it up, I want to thank you for doing this interview, and I wish you a good luck with the rest of your semester and your exams.
Thank you for having me. Good luck with the exams.